yourself.
Our top story tonight, the Bay Area remembering legendary and trailblazing journalist Belva Davis. Davis, the first black woman to be hired as a television journalist on the West Coast. That's our top story tonight on KRON4 News at 11. I'm Dan Thorne. Davis was a determined and tenacious woman with principles, and tonight she's being remembered as a generous woman and a strong journalist. KRON4's Noelle Bello shares her story.
I never doubted that I was not doing what I should be doing.
Born in Louisiana in 1932 and raised in the Bay Area, Belva Davis made her mark. A determined woman with steadfast principles, she broke through the glass ceiling of television news in the 1960s. Reporting and anchoring for 5 decades at KPIX, KRON4, and KQED, as well as black radio stations and newspapers. But being the first black woman on television on the West Coast came with challenges.
I was often asked to lead news conferences. I was mistaken for a domestic or an ironing woman in a fancy hotel more than once. I worked with people sometimes who didn't want to walk down the street with me.
Because she took a lot of hits throughout her early years in the Bay Area to get to where she wound up in this market as, you know, the legend that she became.
KRON4's Pam Moore remembering Davis as a generous friend and mentor who paved the way for her and other younger journalists to follow.
She had an amazing amount of self-confidence and determination. Belva was a determined woman.
She wanted to make sure that when the door opened for her, that she left her shoe in it so that others could come in behind her.
Petite but powerful. Over the years, Davis accomplished countless journalism milestones, interviewing Fidel Castro in Cuba and reporting from Africa after the U.S. bombings there.
KRON and the trip to Africa, a new level of journalism for me.
Every day, thousands of people who live
to go to Kenya and go to Tanzania after the bombing of our embassies there, and to be the only American journalist in that city doing the aftermath.
The place where the bomb went off.
We had the opportunity to tell the world about it.
On our way to South Africa.
Retired since 2012, Belva continued to be active on boards and panels until recent years. She is survived by her husband of more than 60 years, Bill Moore, and their family, as well as the extended family she made along the way.
She made a contribution not just to journalism, but to the community of people who lived here, of all races, of all sexes, of all ages. It made them all feel comfortable, made them all feel at home with her.
Davis wrote a book about her experiences titled Never in My Wildest Dreams. She was an Emmy Award winner and a National Association of Black Journalists Hall of Famer. In 2018, Belva Davis was also inducted into the California Hall of Fame.
Well, I tried to keep from crying.
Davis's passing Wednesday leaves those who knew and loved her with heavy hearts. But the light and talent she shared with her Bay Area audience will remain etched in the archives.
What do you love about having worked in the Bay Area?
My God, because the Bay Area loved me back. That's why. Nothing better than having a romance.
Noelle Bello, KRON4 News.
And this statement tonight from Belva Davis's family, who says they will always remember Davis as Mom and Nana. The statement reads in part, Mom had an uncanny knack for asking questions that allowed different points of view to drive civil discourse. We will miss the spirited dinner conversations. She taught us all about standing up for social equity, and that silence was complicity. Well, Bay Area leaders past and present are also reacting to the death of Belva Davis tonight. Former San Francisco mayors Willie Brown and London Breed, along with current Oakland Mayor Barbara Lee, all described Davis as a pioneer and a close friend. They say she was someone who was powerfully influential in the local black community for decades and someone who encouraged her community to be better.
It's a hard time. You know, this was a brilliant woman who touched the lives of so many. And I'm going to miss her. The world's going to miss her. And everyone has their Belva Davis stories.
What she did to really open up the doors for African Americans in journalism and the opportunities that she helped to provide was extraordinary.
My life with Belva, it was just a dream.
The National Association of Black Journalists also remembering Davis tonight, saying she was a trusted voice in news as well as a mentor and guiding light to countless journalists who followed in her footsteps.